In this demonstration, we're going to look at creating collections. Collections are, as their name suggests, collection of objects. These can either be user collections or device collections. In both cases, both users and devices can belong to multiple collections. We can also build them from a direct rule or a query-based rule. So the first one we'll do here is we'll actually create a collection from a direct-based rule. So all we're going to do here is we're going to go to devices, and what I want to do is I want to add loncl1, loncl2 and loncl7 to a device collection. So we'll just highlight them all by clicking on them while holding down the control key. We'll right click, and what we'll do at this point here is we'll add selected items, and we'll add these selected items to a new device collection. We need to fill out our little table, so we need to fill out the name, optionally the comment, and also as well the limited collection that we'll build this collection from. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to call mine all London client devices, and I'm going to build this from all systems. So we'll select next. In the membership rules, we can see the 3 devices. We can see it's a direct assignment, but as you can see, we could also add additional rules as well. Use the incremental updates for this collection. This just allows an incremental update to periodically evaluate any new resources and add the resources that qualify for this collection. But as it says here, it does not require you to schedule a full update for this collection. However, we will do a full update at this point here every 7 days, but if you do want to change it, you can. So we'll select cancel, we'll select next on the summary page, and then what we'll do is select close, go to our device collections, and now what we have is we have all London client devices. We'll double click, and as you can see, we now get the 3 devices back. Another way to create a collection is to do it via a query based rule. So what we'll do is we'll create a device collection, and we want to do it for all Windows Server operating systems. So again, we just need to fill out our table. I'm going to call mine all Windows servers across a datum. Limit collection will be all systems, and we'll select next. Then what we'll do is we'll click on our add rule. Now we can do a direct rule, query rule, we can include collections that we already have, and we can also exclude collections we already have. However, we are going to go for a query rule. Then what we'll do is we need to give it a name. I'm going to call mine Windows servers. Next thing to do is edit my query statement. Now I'm not going to specify anything on the general page, so I'm not going to specify any attributes to search and how they'll be displayed when the query is run. But what we will do here is we will go for the criteria tab. We'll create a new criteria, and what we're going to do here is we need to start filling out this table. So we'll select. Based off our attribute class, we want to go for system resources. And then what we want to do for the attribute itself is we're going to specify operating system name and version. Now we've done that, we'll select OK. Rather than having the operator as equal to, what we're going to do here is we're going to go for is like, and we're just going to specify at this point here %server%. Then what we'll do is select OK. Select OK to close down the criteria. Select OK to close down the query. And then what we'll do is we'll select next. Read the summary and select next. Then what we'll do is we'll select close, and what we should have now is we should have our all Windows servers across a datum. Currently hasn't found any items, so we'll wait for this to refresh. And as we can see, all Windows servers across the domain has now refreshed. We now have our 7 items in place. Another way we can create rules is we can do the rules and the queries and the collections through Windows PowerShell. So all we'll do is we'll launch up Windows PowerShell ISE. So in order to create a collection, what we need to do is we just need to issue our PowerShell commandlet. I'm going to do that by issuing a new -cm user collection. -name is going to be managers, so that's what the collection will be called, and the limited collection we're going to build that from all users. So as we can see, we've now created the collection. Now we've created the collection, next thing we need to do is we need to add users to that collection. And we're going to do that by issuing an add -cm user collection query membership rule. -collection name will be managers. We then need to specify the query, and the query, even though it does look quite long, does one thing really and one thing only. It finds all of the users sitting in organizational unit of managers. So we scroll this along. Does eventually get there that we're looking for resource type user. It will type us or tell us the domain and also as well the organizational unit. So So there you go, we're getting there. So as we can see here, again, if we just keep going, so what we've got is, there you go, there's the user OU name, and that's going to be like managers. And then what we're going to do here is hyphen rule name, and we're going to call that managers. Now we've run that, next thing to do, or the last thing to do, is just verify that we do have some users within that user collection. I'm going to do that by issuing a get-cm user collection -name and then managers. And the important thing to look for here, if we just have a look all the way down, is we can see local member count 42, limit collection is indeed all users. So we have actually now populated that user collection. So let's just go back to our System Center Config Manager console. Let's just go for user collections. And then what we'll do here, we can see we have managers. Let's just double click on managers. And we can see a list of the users in that user collection. Now that's the end of this demonstration. Thank you.